Thumbs up.
All right.
Here we
In
go.
1992, I walked into a room with 13 other men, most of them police officers. Now, considering my lifestyle at the time, to say that I was like a fish out of water would have been an understatement. I was like a fish on the moon. I met a man that day that I didn't know at the time would be a big influence on my life. I was there to become a motorcycle instructor, and Don Browning was my chief instructor. Now, I've got to know Don quite well since then. We work together on a regular basis, and we have traded life stories many times, and I can tell you that Don is a genuine American hero. Now, when we talk about heroes, a lot of times we think more about what they represent than and what lessons that we can learn from them than maybe the sacrifices and the conflict that may be going on inside of them. Now, there's many heroes, many that have paid the ultimate price, but this is about a hero that came home. Okay. I did a personal interview with Don over the weekend, and I'm going to share some of these stories with you. Don was born and raised right here in Oklahoma City. When he turned 17, he joined the Marine Corps. He was put smack dab in the middle of the Vietnam War, just before the biggest and bloodiest battle of the war began, the Tet Offensive. He made it through the Tet Offensive and made it through his first year, and he re-upped for a second year. And toward the end of his second year, he went through an even bigger battle as far as he was concerned. His fire base was overran, and he told me about this battle one time, and one time only, that he had seen a lot of his buddies die that day, and that they had almost run out of ammunition, and he thought it was over, and he thought they were done for. But they made it through the battle. When it was over, all he had to say was that there were bodies everywhere. He made it through. He came home. As a matter of fact, for his service, he was presented with 2 Purple Hearts, a Bronze Star, and a Naval Commendation. When he got home, he went into the Oklahoma City Police Department. He worked with them for 28 years in different capacities as a regular patrol officer, a motorcycle patrol officer, and a canine officer as well. During his stint as a motorcycle patrol officer, through fatality crash investigations involving motorcycles, he saw a big need for motorcycle safety here in Oklahoma. He got involved with the Motorcycle Safety Foundation and became the only chief instructor in Oklahoma that could train motorcycle instructors, and that's when I met him. We got involved. He continued with his police work. As a matter of fact, in '93, he went into the canine unit. He and his dog Gunny worked many crime scenes and cadaver recoveries. In '95, when the Murrah building was bombed, they worked together for 16 days to recover victims there, many of them children. That's something that really worked on Don for a long time. As a matter of fact, later when he had retired, it's right after the 911 incident, he was doing a program with 48 Hours. They were doing a program on called Emotional Rescue on the mental state of rescue workers with the 911, and who better to ask than people who had been through the Murrah building. Don and his wife were both in that. She had, I quote her, she had said that Don had told her that the Murrah building was worse than anything he had encountered in Vietnam. Now, both of them actually went to New York before the cleanup was done and actually counseled rescue workers up there. I think that was good for him as well. Don actually revealed on that 48-hour program that he had actually put a gun to his head. He was so depressed and pulled the trigger, and luckily the bullet didn't fire. He worked through his problems. He got therapy. He's doing really well now. That's a little bit about Don Browning. He's a brave, courageous man. If I painted a picture of him otherwise, that was not my intent, and it's not true. I don't know anybody that's more full of love, life, and laughter than Don. Just remember our heroes. Like I say, many have paid the ultimate price. There may be some conflict going on inside them. There may be some demons lurking. Just understand them and realize what they have done for us. Most people nowadays are more concerned about what they can get than what they can give. President Kennedy once said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." And I believe that a young Don Browning was listening when he spoke those words. Thank you.